What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live. Here on the charts we have a little trade idea. I'm going to briefly go through it. Now I apologize if I seem a little bit off. I literally just woke up from like an hour sleep, slightly less, for about 40 minutes, so at least like I've got some energy. I'm a little bit recharged. It's just going to take me a little while to like properly wake up and like get my brain firing. So we'll start off on the charts here on the 15 minutes. I have the same things marked up every day. So I got the day open, I got London lows, and I got London highs. You know, what have we seen? We've had London highs first swept, engineering sell stops. So sell stops were then taken, breaking through London lows, and now I'm waiting for a pullback. So that swing, which came from the London highs that broke the London lows, within that price range, I want price to pull up into the upper 50% of that, because that would mean price is in a premium market. So I'll draw the entire range. So yeah, pretty much above this area here. So if we can pull back up into there, then that would mean we're in a premium market, and I want to enter on a fair value gap in a premium market. Now there's a few, so which one do I choose? Why do I have my entry over here? Well, the reason why my entry is over here is because in my let's close that, because in my trading journal, my online trading journal, anyone can access this, by the way. Jeez, so bright. Look at that, power of 3, and consider order block for entry. The reason why I said that is because I realized that I needed to refine my entries, give myself like more sort of like factors to consider before entering, and one of this is on the order block. So this is a bearish order block because it's the upwards closing candles which start the down move, which shifts market structure and opens up a fair value gap. So here's the fair value gap, here's the order block within fair value gap, and this is what shifted market structure, so these lows here. So yeah, I'm looking for price to pull back up in there before going short. We did have most of the day. What's that noise? Thought I heard something weird. Okay, we did spend like most of the day like reaching into strong premiums. Now, where do we tap into? The fair value gaps, pretty sure. Sorry, not the fair value gaps, the order block. So I would say this one here. There. So yeah, we've reached that. Do we cover any fair value gaps? Because I'm trying to consider if this is an intermediate term high. I mean, I guess like one of its definitions is having a lower short-term high to the left and lower short-term high to the right, which we do have here. So hypothetically speaking, maybe not so hypothetical, if this is a true intermediate term high, it should not be broken, as you can see by this short-term high to the right of it. Now that's why I want price to pull up into this area, but I really don't expect it to be breaking through there. I guess here my stop loss was decided considering the order block, so just a few pips above this upwards closing candle. I guess like I could put it up there, but technically this is the swing high, so this is where I'm putting my stop loss, targeting the lows which are created. So currently this leaves us at a roughly 9R trade, which will be really nice. So what do I see here? Obviously, well, not so obvious, but I saw this low get taken, buy stops taken, open fair value gap, price had come in, tapped into that fair value gap, which should line up with 50% mark on this one. because if we're going long, we're looking for price to trade into a discount, which is below the 50%, as you can see. So below the 50%, here's the fair value gap. Boom. Within this order block here. So that's sort of the setup that I'm looking for, but like on the other, like on the flip side. So yeah, I am expecting now price to had, since it did like dig past these lows, I want to see price swing back up. Then I want to take my short from there and aim back down that way. And it's raining real hard outside. It's pretty nice. It's been really rainy. Like honestly, it's perfect trading weather. Like I would get up and open and everything, but it's really cold, so probably not. I was trying not to yawn so bad. Alright. Okay, so I did see these buy stops here, which I was expecting to be swept, which we did have here. But if this is creating intermediate term high here, no, that's not it. Okay, disregard that. Moving on to higher time frames, be slightly less confusing. So yep, as you can see, boom, engineered sell stops taken, looking for that pull up into the order block, which is it's got a fair value gap lined up next to it there, and then just want to short from there. So now we're just here, we're going to be waiting. I mean, I have considered just using limit orders, to be honest, and just putting that on, leaving it, so I can go to sleep peacefully. So if it taps in and if it executes and goes to profit, then awesome. If it taps in and then goes to loss, then loss. Now the reason why I don't like that is because if I place a limit, I don't know what price is going to do before or when it's going to hit. So price action may change drastically and then come up and hit it, but then like continue flying up. But if I was to stay on the chart and execute it live, then that wouldn't have happened, because I would have seen that change in market structure. And it may not have been market structure, it could be anything, but I would have picked up on it. So that's why I really don't like using limit orders. I mean, maybe if there was a option to like have it only be valid for like the next hour or something, make it like time sensitive as well. I could take some cheeky longs in this area, not gonna lie, but not a part of my plan, so not too keen, because like I do have a short bias going into today. I mean, I do expect daily lows. It looks like daily lows are being targeted, honestly, so I'll put that there. Yeah, I'll draw a little, I'll use my model on this section after the pull down. And these were highs, so I'll take in. Alright, so lows broken, engineering sell orders, or like people trying to short, they're putting stop losses. Those stop losses are taken. Now that area, as I just explained before, opened up a fair value gap in a discount market. So anywhere below there, we're in a discount. So I would say taking longs from in here is nice, and the opportunity is there, and honestly I'm thinking about taking it. because it's the same model, but I guess now we're using this as a counter trend trade. So taking longs into our entry to then short. Well, lucky I didn't take that one. And stop loss should have been below this candlestick. But a safer entry would have been below this last swing low. Do you reckon that was just a grab? Yeah, because the fair value gap here on the 1 minute had not been filled. That one reached down. Are we melting through? What's happening? You see, if we are melting through, then again we may have missed the trade for like the shorts for today, which seem to have occurred at the end of London session, pretty much. Price is running. Oh, we should have seen this as an entry. Okay, so that invalidates all of that. But is this just going to create a run up above this area of consolidation? Back up here before we see a sell-off again. Up into this area now. So yeah, now there's two options, right? We either pull back into the London range towards the highs of the London range and sell from there off those order blocks. Back up into this area here. Or we wait for a pull up above this area of consolidation, back into the original area which I was talking about. Now, just knowing from experience, taking that quicker entry, I usually get burnt. So I'm not going to take a trade from in here, and I will prefer to wait for this higher trade. So I'm not taking any longs, I'm not taking any early shorts, I'm waiting for this one here. And if I miss it, I miss it. If I don't, then perfect. But I'm not really too keen to follow on these thoughts that I'm having about like taking these shorter term trades. The thoughts are there, but I recognize that and I remember like what happens when I do that. So we've just had the daily lows taken out. That's important. What does that tell us? So daily lows have just been taken out. Price had come, targeted these by sell stops. So honestly, I'm short-term bullish. I still do think price is going to pull up. We've just swept all of that. Swept all of it. Essentially, all the sell stops below there. So I do want to see price actually fly, and that is going to, does look like a nice trade. But like I said, I'm not going to take it. I do want to, but I'm not going to. Because I think this looks a little bit too perfect, you know. I want to see this get broken. I want to see retail believe that we're reversing, that this was just a little fake out and that we're going to start going long again. Then I'll short right after that. When will that be? I don't know. Honestly, not too sure. Yeah, something like that. Price seems to be making a pretty strong run. So the power of 3, what I was mentioning here, refers to the fake move to start the day. And as the day started, we were pretty bullish, signaling to me that most likely we're going short, especially because my bias is short as well. Now, this provided a good entry here, because I can already see, like, that's probably like a nice double top or something being formed. Yeah, there we go. Nice double top getting wrecked. And then, yeah, some nice trades from there, but that was a bit too early. Do I need to change anything with my plan? No. Is this just like a time where I just have to weather the fact that, oh, there may be days where trades just don't line up with my trading plan? Yeah, that like may be the case. And if so, like, that's cool. I'm not really planning on rushing. Like, I definitely am coming into this with a different mindset compared to when I was taking like those trading, like funding challenges and stuff. Like, I don't feel like I'm out there trying to grab like everything I possibly can. I definitely feel way more patient now because I've seen my trade setup play out that many times when I've been back testing and forward testing. Even just having a look through the charts, like, I've seen it play out so many times. So I know the trades will come around, and I know they're high quality trades, and that trades like this, like 1 to 9, is normal. So I know that if I'm patient and wait for the right trades, I will be rewarded pretty well for them. For example, if I caught something up here, but unfortunately that's not the case. I was not given any like opportunities from 9:30. Yeah, I was not. I mean, I guess like here I could have, but I was not sharp enough to recognize that. Yeah, fuck. Order block, fair value gap. See, I mean, I'm not joking when I say like these quality trades are there. If I was sharp, my trading day would have been done already with a 3.6 risk to reward done. I wouldn't say I'm going to be greedy and claim that I would have taken any more, but look, that's fair. This is exactly how I would have played it. Targeting this low, entering on the fair value gap within the order block. It's in that premium market to short from. Perfect. So there was the trade. I've actually missed it. Price had run. Am I going to try and catch the leg down? I may do. But I guess where would I be shorting from? I guess I would like to see price back in the London range before doing that. But like, if I'm going to be taking short-term trades, I want to be trading the correction. So has price tapped into any sort of discount arrays? So we've taken these sell stops. We may have taken these, but look, there's still like, still looks like there's room for downside. So I'm not going to try and catch a falling knife here. Already see a little swing low here. And again, there's a swing low there. So we don't know if price is going to pull through. And get my FTX ready. Alright, sweet. Here we have the little swing low. Now, what am I gonna wait for? Like, am I gonna take this risky, like, higher swing low and swing long right up back into the range, or what am I thinking? Well, I need something that makes sense, something that sticks with my plan, and at the moment I can sort of look at things from a larger perspective, and my trading plan should still play out. Yeah, no, I am looking for price to pull back up. Then I do want to short it from there. And I am thinking this swing high, this order block, this fair value gap of this swing high. So I do want to short from here, to be honest. I know that looks ridiculous, I'm just following the plan. Alright, here we go. Boom, boom. Well, there's the opportunity, but I just missed that also. Alright, so where are we pulling into? We're pulling back into the range, and am I selling off here? What's happening? Alright, so what am I waiting for? I'm literally just waiting for price to rally. I want to see it rally to ideally above the London session, but from my experience so far, like, I don't think it's actually going to reach above the London session. We've already had London highs cleared, and then we've had multiple tests, like we couldn't break it. So fair value gaps have been filled all within this area. The only open ones would be just down here. So I guess I will have to try and take some sort of short from midpoint London, somewhere around there. I'll say there. Okay, let's go. What time is it now? 9:54. Price is coming up. I'm gonna set my digits in. So 25.33. Take profit 23.56. And yeah, we're literally now just waiting. I want to see price pull back into here, and we'll see how that goes. And since I am expecting price to continue to the downside, I will just place my my exit below the last stops, or below the last lows, swing lows, being down here. such nice longs, honestly. Especially if we come back up into this area here. It's cold. I'm kind of hungry, to be honest. Let's look at the dollar index. Dollar index looks bearish. Let's figure it out here. Yeah, short-term bearish, long-term bullish. Here's the previous few days. So price opened, got the rally, which is the first part of that power of three. Price expanded to the downside, and on its way down, where do we try and target? We filled in the fair value gaps to the left here. So now that those fair value gaps were filled, price opened up with a rally, dropped below the open, pulled back up, taken lots of the buy stops, filling in this fair value gap. Then we pulled through, closed below the daily open, but also taking out the sell stops from here. So now what is that telling me? You know, after this pullback and drop, there were buy stops engineered. Where are they? So after the price is pulling up, filling in this fair value gap. Fair value gap was filled by, or balanced by this initial swing high to start the day. From there, we couldn't break through that high, and we proceeded to melt. And now we've cleared through today's open. And what happened? Like, that happened down here. So this does look like a very similar situation to here. Boom, broke through, cleared those highs, then came through below the daily open, but then as you can see, price did pull up eventually. So what that's telling me is that we do have that pull up before another leg down, which you could see repeat like this. So yeah, now I'm just waiting for price to pull up and take a short from this area in here. Using this like sideways action or this consolidation, you know, trading back into the chop. But is it really chop when you know what you're looking for? I think I know what I'm looking for, but it's a little bit rough, these conditions. Or it's not that it's rough, I just haven't practiced enough and been able to trade in this kind of condition this amount of times to be able to become used to it. But this is how we learn, right? So here we are taking these live trades. Fair value gap balanced. Are we going to close below there? This is nice. This is really nice. I would like to take the longs from here, but I just don't like the risk to reward ratio from around there. So I'm just not going to take it. Sweet, digging into all those sell stops. And I like how aggressive this move is as well. If I'm correct, then we should see a strong push to the upside. We'll just wait for like a swing low to form first. Yeah, I don't really like the risk to reward ratio if I was to take this long. Like, I would have had to take a really risky trade that broke my trading plan to catch it, but yeah, like I said, not gonna do that. Damn, doing lives at night are actually so much different to lives like during the day. I just realized, because I've done like 2 lives during the day and I've got so much more energy, even though I just slept for almost an hour, just to have enough energy to be up to trade at the moment. Big difference. I'm thinking about making a decaf. A decaf coffee which would be really nice right now, but to use the coffee machine is gonna be really loud. And my 2 roommates are sleeping, so they got work tomorrow morning, so don't really want to wake them up. Okay, here's the swing low forming. The close of this candlestick. Why is Bitcoin and the dollar index moving in the same direction? They're both down. Just pumping. Of course, it is pushing price down. Sweet. Are we pulling up into this fair value gap order block? Is that where we can expect see the reversal? So if we get price crossing here on the dollar index, pushing down, I feel like that's where we're going to see good long opportunities that would confirm the long, or give me like added confluence to that. Okay, sweet. We've broken through. We've traded up into this area. So here would be the time where I'm looking to take longs on BTC. Hypothetically speaking, if I do take this long, putting stops below the last swing. And where would I target? Want to target price back into premium market. So low hanging fruit, target there. So for it to be valid, I need to see the swing high being formed here. Because otherwise, we may see price come through and take out that. See, already took out this low. So move it below the next. Price is still rallying hard on the dollar. So until we see a swing high being formed, it's too risky for me to take a long here. Because Bitcoin is not going to get stronger as the US dollar does. Like, that's just not how it works. Here we go. $23.56. $24.64. Oh shit. Okay, here's the beginning of the swing high. Did it tap into this order block right here? What's the low of that candle? 11.249. What's the high of this? 11.249. Well, don't, like, that's perfect. That's a perfect touch. Now we've dug right into it a little bit more. I think this is where we could see some really nice shorts on BTC, as long as we remain below that low. Well, here's the fair value gap. Like, so this is what I'm looking at the moment. Well, this area. So it looks like there's that little gap. This is what I'm looking at. Like there. So I want this to be rejected. And then BTC longs may be nice from there. But I just need that confirmation from the dollar. Otherwise, if I don't get it, then yeah, it's going to be too risky. So we opened up with a gap to the upside. I think we're going to see a little bit more movement to the upside before we have a very sharp correction down. So I got to be careful. See, it's going to be a quick movement. Price is just rallying way too hard. Well, it's not rallying too hard. What is too hard? What's, you know, it's not supposed to, or what it's supposed to do. It's just, it's going to do what it does. But I want to see the close below here. I want this to be the swing high where I catch my shorts, my longs here, sorry. Here we go. If I'm risky, I will take the trade now. But I do want to see a swing high being formed. So I will have to wait for the next candlestick. If this candlestick closes below, then you already know. I'm already seeing some weakness. Okay, so we got to start getting ready. So, slightly changed. Not a very nice risk to reward ratio. 20344. Price is still going higher. That's not, that invalidates this being the swing high. Bitcoin has technically formed the swing low here. Okay, I feel like our entry is coming up real soon. See, we've had to dig through these. Oh, it's setting up nicely. It's setting up nicely. One more minute. Just want to see that swing high. I'd rather wait for the confirmation and get a less rewards from the trade, but at least if I'm more confident in the trade and I have more conviction behind it, that's what makes it a better trade. And I would like to have this as my confluence. I think it's just charging up, getting ready to fly. target going back into the premium market from the discount. Okay, here's the swing high. Once that candle closes, we're going in short, sorry, going in long. Boom. Okay, there's our entry. Stop loss 3044. Oh, price is moving so quick. It's hard to get my proper. I want to get $10 risk. Jesus. It's because it's so close to the entry. That's really scary. Okay, well, lucky I didn't get my entry because that would have just been stopped out right there. What's happening? This isn't pumping. Okay, price is continuing its way up. Lucky didn't catch that long. Where could price be possibly going to? What are we trying to... Where is price aiming? So all these just been taken out. Price is pulling away quickly. If we did just dig liquidity, then the next move should be a sharp move, a pullback into a fair value gap, and then rally. That is what I would expect. So like a break through these short-term highs, and then yeah, leaving a fair value gap in that break. But the trade I'm trying to take is this one here. Boom, there's another swing high that could not match the previous one. Sharper move to the downside. This could be it. Then again, now at this point, it's not an awesome trade. $203.28. And the target stays the same. Pulling up, give me that next swing high. Shit, that's not even a... Yeah, it's not great. Probably won't take that. I mean, it's not that I don't want to take a 1% trade. Taking 1% is fine, but like 1% is best case scenario here. So that's why I'm like, maybe not really. If BTC's already taking off to just this kind of price movement, if we see a sell-off, then we're going to see a boost in BTC. Suggesting we may be pulling up higher than I thought we would be. It's weird. So price is moving up. It's moving up. Surely make a little correction. This is a trade I would like to take. So we'll let it run, expecting it to break this high, pull back into the fair value gap long from there. That's a nice 4.2 risk to reward ratio. Sweet. Okay, sweet. Got that high ran. Now we just wait for price to pull back. And then there's our entry. But considering the order block, I mean, entry should be like there. Okay, now wait for the pullback. My skin's dry. Yeah, look at that. It might just fucking take off. Prices just started making some red candles on the dollar index. The price really started moving up here. But looks like we may be getting the correction. Spike above this triple top, then pull down. Maybe something like that. I'm pretty confident in this trade, to be honest. Come on, let's go. It's coming down. $203.74. That's what we're waiting for. Price is already pulling up. Quick reaction. It's fast. Boom. Come on, that should have... Oh, that's what that was. We just missed our entry. price about to take off. Filled in this fair value gap and this one, but you know, I like this one because of the order block. So this trade idea will be invalidated after we trade back into this premium array. So essentially, once we hit target, then the trade's invalidated. So let's see what price gets up to now. And if that's the case, then we start looking for shorts again. But then, look, I don't expect it to drop and melt from here. I do expect it to pull up into here. That will be my last shot. If that doesn't happen, then I'm going to go to bed. We're going to see another pullback to this fair value gap and meltdown. Because I think what happened here was price came down, people started shorting, buy stops above the triple top, sweeped down, open fair value gap, tap into that short from there. So I do think we'll see price come back into there, which we can long from. Is this invalidation? No, I wouldn't say so. It's just an equal high, which is just much more like a juicier target for me to target when I am longing from there. Sweet. Starting to see the price move up. I want to target from here. And if I was to take the trade, I mean, it would look something like this. Come on, push it down. Okay, price is slowly pulling up. Bitcoin does not seem to be responding to it too much at the moment. But then again, if we have already started the trend, these downwards closing candles should act as support, really. So if anything, we should be trying to go long from here. But then with my target, it's not realistic. So I would rather wait for a pullback into here. Okay, we're into the fair value gap now. What would have happened if I entered this trade? I mean, look, if that's the fair value gap, and that's lining up with these downwards closing candles. But yeah, this wick, I don't like it. I would have to pull my stops below there with an entry up there, and yeah, it's not nice. Head over into 3 minutes, give our brains a little like refresher. In 2 minutes. Even here, like on the 2 minute, downwards closing candles, fair value gap, so order block, tapped in, and there's a nice entry. Stops just below there. Sorry, stops below there. I feel my eyes starting to like get heavy. What time is it now? Only 10:30 for New York. Is this going to be a swing high failure? We're not going to be able to create a swing high above here. And is that what's going to bring us down? Let's see. Nope, that was not the swing high failure. I was doing a lot of push-ups and pull-ups, and now my joints are sore. Not my joints, my tendons. So I'm just massaging them a little. Okay, looks like we're going back into shorts mode. Well, we gapped above. Prices moved down, closed that gap. Making our way down. So this price gapped up here. So these have just been taken. The swing highs here, boom. Okay, back into premium. So technically this is an area for shorts. We've gapped up to the here. We still have a fair value gap above. This is where my order block is that I'm waiting for price to make its way to. Here's a fair value gap which I can use for targets as well. There we go. Here's the final trade setup for the night. If this isn't a trade setup that we get, then I'm going to go to sleep. So we don't care about this anymore. Since we want to see price pull up, we want to see the dollar index pull down and then rally. So what I want to see is like this retail resistance get formed, price come down, sweep some sort of low, and then break right through that resistance. And I think that is what's going to give us our setup here. There's a little itchy. Oh, it's cold. Switch this on FTX as well. The 2531. And then 2381. Alright, sweet. Stops just above the last swing high here. There's no fair value gap, so we should be good. $10.30 New York, not too bad, not too bad. Come on, price, let's go. Here we go. Gonna take out this high. Sweet, we're getting closer and closer to entry. My only concern, my invalidation, is if price tries to push above here. So that will definitely take us out. But on the 1 minute time frame, fair value gaps are not that have been filled here. This is the last final gap. Here's the order block. I think this is a pretty safe trade, in my opinion. It could get away with a tighter stop loss, but I'm playing it safe, and I'm happy with a 5R trade. There we go. Like I said, we've swept these lows. I want to see price pull back up, swing through. Come on, don't melt from here. Pull into the order block at least. Potential swing high forming here. Swing low forming here. I mean, we've already come through and taken these sell stops, so Hopefully this doesn't close as a swing low, because that could send us down from here, which we don't want to see. We want to see price come tap back into this London area. And we're so close as well. Well, there's the swing low. For my sake, I hope it gets broken. I don't want to see price rally from there. I want to see price rally here though. But it looks like we may not get it. Look, this fair value gap has been balanced by that candle. Price is starting to move away. It's not making very strong displacement to the downside though, so that's okay, I guess. Yeah, the displacement's not very strong, so that's good. So that's telling me that that's not where the liquidity is. That's not where we're tapping into, then flying through. So if we're not flying down from here, then this may just be another swing low to take us higher before we see that strong push. Like low-key zoning out a little bit at this point. But I'm pretty set on this trade idea. This was the full, like, my idea right from the start, so didn't have to plan out any other thing, but it was nice. Like, I mean, look, the longs from here I called pretty nicely. That was the only other valid trade which I was really looking to take, but I missed it. It was a pretty fast moving one. And then I couldn't catch the follow-up. Fair value gap. Gonna tap into that, fly up. Alright, sweet. So look, it looks like there were many opportunities to take trades, but none of them were like perfect to my setup this session. So that's totally alright. I mean, I didn't take any losses, so that's good. Preserving my capital. But look, the trading session's not over. I mean, technically I still have like about an hour and a half left, so until like New York lunchtime. But I don't want to be sitting here trading to the point where like my mental is just like breaking down and I'm not being able to concentrate. Once it gets to that point, then I'm just not going to trade. And it's slowly getting there. The only thing that's keeping me like up at the moment is because my mind is so fixated on taking shorts from this order block. and this fair value gap here. Like, I've just been thinking about it for so long, so my mind's set on this trade. Not set in regards to conviction, but like, yes, of course, conviction, but like set on like, I know what to do. Like, I know what my next steps are, and I'm just eagerly waiting to take these steps. My eyes are getting heavy. Do I set a limit order? Like, I think if I do set a limit order, I'm gonna set like with half the amount of risk. Are we gonna see the pullback? Okay, come on. Please allow this to be the trade. I mean, allow this to be the swing which gets me into the trade. Because I would just hate to go to sleep and then the trade plays out perfectly right after I leave. So that's what I'm just like trying to avoid. Man, I got more sleep. Why am I so tired today? I mean, to be fair, I did have a pretty big day, like just training and stuff. Yeah, I don't think I need 20x leverage. Come on, give me that swing high. Look at that. Come on, is this the swing high we're looking for? I got these viruses that keep bothering me too. I need to clear those tomorrow. I think I'm gonna have a pretty busy day tomorrow. Here we go. Swing high action. Pump it. Right, this is the trade I want to take. So putting this in the before. It's the day of today, 2nd. on. Dip. Lose some strength and dip, boy. I want to see Bitcoin rally. I want to take this short. No, I think my brain's giving up. I'm gonna set this limit order and then let that play out throughout the night. 2506. All right. Limits have been set. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, I placed like 1%. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, that's fine. All right, we're gonna end it there. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another stream. I will catch you sometime tomorrow. I may stream before New York session. It's pretty fun to do so. I might not